Hi everyone, I'm Anna, and this is The Message. Today's video is about something that truly needs to be addressed regarding certain YouTubers who refer to themselves as Christians and claim to be followers of Jesus Christ, yet display hostility for and about all unbelievers, as well as anyone with differing viewpoints or non-traditional lifestyles. The arrogance, self-righteousness, and boiling hatred they demonstrate is totally opposite of the teachings of Jesus Christ. As a follower of Jesus, true believers are called to display compassion and tolerance for all people. Jesus said to love your enemy and pray for those who deliberately persecute you. He said to do good to those who willfully seek to harm you. But what about those who are not willfully doing anything to you? Those people whom you focus on and condemn in your videos as you teach your viewers to practice hatred and anti-compassion. Those people whose lifestyles cause you to produce your agenda videos, whether they be gay, atheist, agnostic, transgender, or whatever, you are called to reflect that special, one-of-a-kind love onto them. This rebuke is coming from the Holy Spirit. Therefore, it is best for me to refer to the words of Jesus when he rebuked the Pharisees and teachers of the law of his day in Matthew chapter 23, which is known as the 7 Woes. His main objections were: 1. They do not practice what they preach. You preach Christ's love, but you practice worldly hatred through your condemnation and intolerance. 2. Everything they do is for men to see. Your videos are a spectacle for income and self-aggrandizement. You say you're opening eyes, but in truth, you are leading many into the misguided blindness of hate. 3. They love to be greeted in the marketplaces and to have men call them rabbi. The marketplace here is YouTube, and your desire is to be worshipped by your viewers. You focus on the number of likes and subscribers instead of the number of lives being reached for Christ. 4. The greatest among you will be your servant, for whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. It is about the message, not the messenger. Even Jesus singled out the Gentile centurion for expressing more faith than all the crowds following him. YouTubers need to understand that there are many non-believers who have a greater spiritual knowledge and understanding of faith than some who produce Christian videos. 5. And here's the big kicker for you self-righteous YouTubers. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You shut the kingdom of heaven in men's faces. You yourselves do not enter, nor will you let those enter who are trying to. Your videos repel non-believers and turn them off to Christianity. Your hateful exclusivity shuts the gates of heaven in people's faces, and your viewers gain no true spiritual nourishment from the venomous content you repetitiously post. Jesus never condemned lifestyles of the lost. He did, however, condemn the practices of those who found themselves righteous. So, If we are to love our enemies and pray for and bless those who deliberately are harmful to us, what about those who are not doing anything to us? Those people who are living their own lives and not directly or even knowingly doing any harm to us. People that too many Christians feel so free to bash with all manner of hateful words and non-Christ-like expressions. What does God think about that? What does God think about the people who claim to be his followers and yet are filled to the brim with so much angst and hatred for some people who are not an enemy or even being directly harmful? What does God say about those who conduct themselves with such hierarchy? What does God call people who justify themselves under his holy name as they judge others with harsh words? Jesus sternly called those types of people hypocrites, Pharisees, blind guides, vipers, and fools. We are not called to focus on the world and on worldly things that don't provide spiritual instruction, like in all your videos on CERN, the Illuminati, agendas, aliens, and restrooms. But we are to focus on the Lord with all of our hearts, all of our souls, all of our minds, and all of our strength. Your content directs people not toward God, but to the things of this world. You are responsible to provide spiritual nourishment for all of your viewers that will help them grow in the Lord. Focusing on the world is exactly not what you are called to do. As it says in Proverbs 3, we are not to lean on our own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. This does not mean to sit in judgment of others or to use discernment as an excuse to do so. Before I end this video, I need to make something very clear. And I know that the whole video is about these closing words, but some of you might still not get the point. So I'm going to say it again. I'm not directing this video at all Christian YouTubers, because not all Christian YouTubers are posting hate speeches, and not all Christian YouTubers are consistently directing the views of their audience onto worldly matters. I am directing this video to those of you who claim to be of God and yet offer little to zero spiritual nourishment to your viewers and to those non-believers who might come across your content. I am directing this video to those content makers that behave as if they have arrived and think they have a right to sit in the judgment seat. This video is for those content makers that put their personal religious beliefs above the teachings of Jesus Christ and yet claim to follow his teachings. If you are a follower of Jesus Christ, you are called to emulate his standards and his instructions, his love.
But more importantly, what people like me specifically don't like are ideological tribalists. We like people from the other side who are willing to find common ground with us. Now, I myself am an agnostic, although if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I did used to believe in God some time back. I'm somewhat sympathetic towards the goals of the so-called new atheists. I'm also not a big fan of modern Western feminism. That brings me to this channel here, which was partially what this video is about. This is the channel of one of my favorite and most trusted people on YouTube, Anna, of The Message. And she's a Christian, although she prefers not to use that term. Now, I suggest people visit her channel, link below, as she is trying to improve the world with her videos, unlike certain people on YouTube, and has had problems with YouTube unsubbing people from her channel. Now, the difference between her and Brett Keane is that she's genuinely trying to spread love and acceptance. Well, Brett is nothing but a scammer who uses Christianity to milk shekels from people. Something to think about. Bye.